Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh, that's not what I wanted to open. I want to open my live stream, thank you, not my past broadcast. I'm streaming at a strange time today. It is Good Friday. It's a public holiday where I am, in Australia. And so therefore I've been hanging around at home all day and had to wait for the desire to set in to actually record something, and it came right around this time. Better to do it now than to allow the desire to wane and then eventually disappear. So, yeah, it's like 3 in the afternoon. Weird time. Well, I almost never record at this time of day during this particular point in the week. But, yeah, just to give a brief introduction for what you can expect to see in this recording and in future recordings, it's just going to be random stuff in the game. Random side quests, random objectives that are going to be, or could be, classified or categorized as side objectives, optional quests, things like that. So, nothing that will actually relate in any real way to the progress of the main story. Except for, I suppose, the main quests, which are apparently listed here. These are main quests, the Champion's Ballad. And actually, in previous recordings, ended up shortening the list to just these two. Now, this is the one quest we're not going to be doing, because this is going to be progressing the main story. My purpose at the moment is to instead do this business. I have to say, this is so confusing. You can actually use the left analog stick to go from one tab to the next, back and forth, well, side to side in this case. And it says you should be using the right one on the screen. I just don't understand why they specify the right one when you don't need to use it. It's weird. Just put the analog stick image there and stop being so confusing. Brothers Roast. Okay, so there is a distinction between shrine quests and side quests. Shrine quests should actually be required in order to acquire a spirit orb that is attached to the shrine in question. Now, I don't know if it is always the case that you need to complete one of these quests in order to access a separate shrine. Typically, if you do have a quest attached to a shrine, the completion of that quest will count as the shrine being cleared. So what that essentially means is you complete the quest, you go into the shrine, and then you're pretty much given a spirit orb straight away. There is no puzzle to complete within the shrine, if that makes sense. Now, I don't know if there is a scenario in which you can enter the shrine and then you do the quest when you are in the shrine. My experience when it comes to shrine quests, at least insofar as what I can recall, is that you do the shrine quest and then you're given access to the shrine itself, where you will obviously get your spirit orb reward. I'm not that eager to do any of these, but I'll have a look and see what may or may not be involved or required for those quests to be completed, and then I'll let you know if I feel like doing it. You'll probably find out as the recording goes on anyway. I don't know anything about registering horses, actually. Bread Yeezers in the chat asks me if I'm going to register the large harassed horse. In my opinion, all horses that you interact with in this game are effectively harassed, but I don't know how to register a horse. Do I have to go to a stable to do that? I'm happy to register this as one of my own horses. I was under the impression that any horse that I had effectively ridden and tamed was considered my horse, but if there is a separate registration process, I am actually going to prioritize that. So I'm going to assume that that would be done at a stable. We've got the Highland stable over here, and I'm just going to assume that if I were to fast travel, it would actually cause me to lose my horse, so... Alright, talk to the man at the desk in the stable while on a horse, and it will register that horse. So we're going to put a pin down at this stable, and we're going to ride over towards it, because I would like to keep this giant horse. As I said in the previous recording, this is a horse. Hold on, what's my soothe button? It's L, that's right. I constantly need to soothe this horse. Will the horse become less disgruntled if I register it as mine? Will it just accept its fate at that point and stop fucking throwing a tantrum? I said this in the previous video, and I'm happy to repeat it, not only for the benefit of those who didn't actually watch the previous recording, but just to make it abundantly clear that I have had a lot of choice words to say about Epona over the decades, and to be honest, like, this is nothing compared to Epona. I wish that I could have Epona. Because she throws tantrums as well. You get a slight incline or decline and she throws a fucking fit. But this horse is on flat, like largely flat terrain, and simply by trying to yard the horse, it protests and needs to be soothed like a terribly sensitive little thing. Like, you've got to be kidding me. One would hope that that's not always going to be the case. Maybe the horse will become more familiar and comfortable with me over time. One would honestly hope so, but anyway, so I have to ride the horse in, or no, I suppose that is a desk at the the horse refuses to move now. Alright, I will ZL and talk. Welcome to my stable. We deal in all things horse related. We also double as an inn. That would be a rather smelly inn. Huh, I haven't seen your face before. Do you know about the stable system? I don't. Well, quite clearly, despite having played this game since 2017, I've never actually bothered talking to these people at stables. I said it in the previous video that I've never, and probably the one before it, I haven't put much time into horses because I can run around just fine, except for perhaps when I had almost no stamina. But I can run around the world just fine without a horse. But more importantly, I'm constantly having to climb things to get to where I want to go, so I've never felt that I need a horse. So as you can see, this is fairly new for me. I see. A lot of riding and soothing will progressively raise your affinity for the horse, which is referred to as friendship, but you can also give it apples and carrots. Yes, well, I suppose feeding your horse is ideal at any rate. I don't know about the stable system, so please inform me. Then allow me to explain. You can board your horse companions with us and then summon them as you please from our network of stables, I see. You may come across wild horses during your travels. I am currently seated upon one. If you catch one and ride it here to register it, it will become your horse companion. One person can board up to 5 horses, and you're able to swap horses in and out as you please. So it's a little bit like car rental. The horse doesn't have to return to whence it came. You can just sort of... That's a stupid analogy because, you know, it's not literally the same car teleporting to different... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Do you know how to catch a wild horse? I know how. Oh, pardon me, let me start over. Welcome to our stable. If you've come with a wild horse, you can register it with us here. Or if you want to stay for a rest, please head to the counter inside. I would like to register a horse. Gotcha. Oh, you're going to fucking charge me for it, eh? You sure this is the one? Look at its face. It looks so confident and almost aggressive in that image, but it's quite a... Well, I suppose I shouldn't interpret its protests as some kind of weakness within the horse. Maybe it's defiance and independence within the horse rather than, you know, whining and complaining and sniveling and all that. You sure this is the one? Yes. Not a problem. We charge a registration fee to help support our conservation efforts. I suppose that's fair. I've got plenty of money anyway. Or at least, I don't even know if 1,600 is a lot, but I don't seem to use my rupees very often in the game, so I'm not that concerned. The fee also gets you a locally made saddle and bridle for your horse. The fee is 20 rupees, is that okay? Yes. That's almost nothing. Please enter a name for your horse. Here we go. Here we go. Marcus. I'm gonna name him Sid. I don't know why, but it feels appropriate for some reason. Marcus is gross for a horse. For any people watching who have a horse named Marcus, I'm sorry. Are you sure you want to name this horse Sid? On second, no, I'm quite happy with naming this horse Sid. It's kind of funny, it doesn't feel appropriate for a gigantic horse, but it's also somewhat appropriate as well. I don't really know how to describe it. Your registration is complete. Would you like to take your new horse with you? Yes, take horse. We'll see you next time. Come, horse. Calling the horse is something I'm not really familiar with. I know that you can call the horse using specific grass, but yeah, what frustrates me is that I don't think I can use the warp system with my horse. Unless I can, we can always give that a try. Let's test it out now. If my horse doesn't... Yeah, my horse doesn't come with me, and I don't actually care. If I leave my horse there, will it automatically go back to any stable? I hope so. Otherwise I'll have to go back there and get the damn horse. It's close to that stable anyway, so I mean that's not an issue if the horse does stand precisely where I left it. But yeah, there we go. I've registered my first horse, that's all well and good. In fact, there it is over there. It is actually standing right where I left it, and there is a mark indicating where the horse has been left. Okay, well, I don't really intend to take my horse with me. I wasn't using the horse system or horse riding prior to this point, and I don't really plan to start now, but... Hey, could you stop? Oh god, just... Wait. Oh no, that was a person. I thought it was Sid going, oh no, I was about to... Like, I don't know, make a comment, which wouldn't have been very kind. Something along the lines of, how fucking stupid is this game to make the horse actually speak? I don't know, something like that. Let's go over here. I'm going to now... I'm sorry, I didn't really intend to break every bone in your body by trampling you with the largest horse in Hyrule, but... Ugh, faster, mutters this man. Be careful what you wish for, mate. Paddock is an interesting name for a person who works at a stable. I'm doing my best to actually control this fucking horse. It's harder to actually control a horse than you might think. I do apologize for the game's performance, by the way. This can be a form of advertisement for the Wii U version of the game. This is what you're missing out on. 15 FPS. I pressed the... Oh, I understand. I have to press LZ and A, I think. Can you fucking go around it? I almost regret this whole affair. Talk. Yes, I'd like to board my horse or whatever. Board horse. You want to board Sid? Board horse. Alright, we'll take Sid into our care. Wait right here. To be honest, that horse is almost the size of your entire stable, so... Yeah, your horse is in our care. Anything else? Bye. Alright, where is Sid? Do we get to see Sid? Oh, you've got a quest, is that right? Is this your first time here? It's my first time. I see. These plains are home to many quality horses. In the past, nomadic tribes would gather here, but... Oh. I was worried that perhaps my wine bottle would be in shot. Nowadays, bands of riders roam the plains, acting like they own the place. So what, you want me to kill a few of them for you? That would be a really easy task. I can only hope that someone steps up and deals with those hooligans. Yes, I can do that. It's a little bit below my pay grade, but I can do it. I'm always going to the wrong place. The Horse Hoodlums is the quest. A gang of heathens has taken over the area. This has caused Perosa and the other residents some strife. If someone were willing to take on this group of hoodlums, okay, whatever. I don't think it especially matters. I think I can just... Really? Alright, well, where are the hoodlums? Are they just... Are they the bokoblins over here? It's strangely unspecific. What is with this sissy-looking individual? I saw you screaming before, but you don't seem to have any particular destination. You've just been running around aimlessly. Mishi. Hello, Mishi. For some reason, I always seem to attract monsters. And it looks like there are a lot of monsters near the stable, too. My only hope is to try and dash past them. Okay, well, I'm going to do my best to dispatch the monsters in question. I already killed one before. This is the only other one that I'm seeing. Yeah, hi. I suck at archery in this particular game. It might be due to laziness. Oh, here we go. They've all come out now. I wish I had more arrows. Oh, I have fucking plenty of them, actually. I've got 220 shock arrows. If you're wondering how I got that many, it's from killing Lionels. I seem to get a lot of them as I kill them. There you go. That looked a little painful. I do feel for the horses. I don't necessarily want to electrocute and kill the horses that they're riding, but it's collateral damage, isn't it? It just happens that way. I got some raw meat. There you are. It's actually a good thing to kill the horses. Horse meat. Yum. I guess. No, I won't kill you. Any other hoodlums? So-called... What was the other term that was used? It wasn't a kind term. I seem to remember that much. I'm assuming this is the area where bokoblins are causing trouble, so I'm going to try and kill all of them, and I don't know if I'm going to be told that I've completed my quest or what. And you're running through the water. All three of you. Well, the water's not as deep as I thought it was. I thought they were just going to run through really, really deep water as if it were not deep at all, but no, it's actually a shallow pond. Let's talk to the lady over here and try to work out precisely what she wants. She has been unspecific so far. You're counting on me, but don't overdo it. Okay, but where... I'm pretty sure I read everything she had to say, and she didn't actually make mention of where I could find them. She just said that there were people causing trouble. Well, didn't even say people, didn't say monsters, didn't say people, just said that there were hoodlums. Hoodlums. A hoodlum seems to refer to people. You wouldn't refer to bokoblins as hoodlums, because they're not people turned bad, they're just monsters, that's how they are, so... Yeah, I don't know. Hello, Beetle. Oh, you again. What are the chances? Indeed. What are you looking for? Or are you selling? What have you got? Let's find out what you've got for now. Arrows that I will not purchase because that would be a waste of money. You've literally got one bundle of 10 arrows for 45 rupees. That's offensive. It's daylight robbery. Your wares are actually just an embarrassment. For a pack that large, to be selling so few wares is just... It is insulting. Alright. Apparently you're going to buy these for 3 rupees apiece. I'd like to sell all of them for 300 rupees. Yeah, why not? Saves me from doing it deliberately somewhere else. I happen to be here, and you happen to be here. So, let's make some money. I don't think that this is a bad idea, what I'm doing. I'm quite sure that these monster materials are literally meant to be used in this way. If not, then that's a problem, I suppose, but... I should try to keep in mind what I need to upgrade my armor. In fact, that was something that I was meaning to do. I have killed a few Lionels since I started playing this game again, so I should check to see what my progress is for upgrading my... or how my progress is going for upgrading my armor, because I have actually acquired some more Lionel pieces. So... or materials, body parts, however you want to put it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to find... So there's a few fairy fountains. Let's just go to the one in... that's probably nearest to where we are now, which I think is the one in the desert. And if not in the desert, then it's somewhere... God, where is it? I can't even remember now. It's been so long. I swear there was one, like, around here. There's the desert, so... Thanks for the resub, Ethan. What time is it there, by the way? There have been time changes, so I'm just trying to work out what's happening. Well, I don't remember where the fairy fountain that I'm thinking of is, so how about the one that's close to this tower? I know there is one close to... Not Gerudo Tower, but rather up here, Hebra Tower. There's one... I think that's it there, isn't it? Wait, where is the tower? I need to find that first. Here's the tower. So close to Hebra Tower, there is actually a fairy fountain, so we'll try that one first. Because that's the one that immediately comes to mind. There is, of course, one close to Kakariko Village, but the one close to Hebra Tower is the easiest to access because you can just glide straight down to it from a warp point. It's 1 AM though. That's later than I was expecting. Oh well. Come on. Bloody slow loading. I'm pretty sure that I'm remembering this correctly. If it's not this tower, that's one that's a little further south. Is it this one? Fuck, I wish it weren't. It's so foggy up here. It's difficult to see. Oh, I think it's this one. Yeah, Great Fairy Fountain. Okay. I just got the wrong tower. What time is it here? It is 3:33 PM. On Friday. The reason why I'm recording is because it's Good Friday here, which is a public holiday. It's the long weekend. Friday to Monday. Including Monday, that is to say. Alright, there's the fairy fountain down there. I'm unfortunately going to have to take this jacket off because it's... I underestimate how warm this jacket is. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm back. The wine today is a Sauvignon Blanc. It's referred to as a Semillon Sauvignon Blanc. But for some reason it's written Sauvignon Blanc Semillon and not the other way around. I don't know. Let's go and glide down. We don't need to use Rivali's Gale for reasons that I'd like to think are quite clear. But you see, even if I can't upgrade the armor through her, because I seem to remember that you can't always upgrade your armor through whatever fairy fountain you want. You have to go to specific ones to continue your upgrades. I believe that's the case. Either way, I will be able to see what I require in terms of materials, and if I've got the materials I need to upgrade these pieces further from their current levels. So, there we are. Yes, yes, shut up. Greatly enhance my clothing. Alright, so... where is the barbarian set? Here we go. So, that's not really encouraging. We only have 5, and we require 4. So that's most of what we own, just to upgrade those legs. How about the chest piece? It's difficult to see, actually, against this background. When something's blanked out, it's very difficult to see. Oh, oh, here we go, here's the rest. So, for some reason... see, I don't know if this is because she can't upgrade these, or if it's because I have not actually acquired the materials yet for this upgrade. But what I can see is that we have fallen behind with these ones. They're only 2-star, these are 3-star at the moment, so let's upgrade these to 3-star. Yes, enhance them, please. Okay, got it. I'm going to close my eyes, and then she's going to do something truly repulsive, and I'm going to skip it, because I don't need to see that, and quite frankly, you people don't either. I don't really need to enhance further. It turns out that I can't really see what I need if she can't actually help. I don't know which fairy fountain can allow me to upgrade to 4-star. I would assume that there is such an upgrade. But now, we do have a little bit more defense, which is nice. All 3 of our barbarian armor pieces are 3-star, whereas before, one of them was only 2. So that's pretty good. I must have not met the final fairy. Don't know where I could find it. I'm quite sure that I've explored everywhere. Where could I possibly go that would have a great fairy? I don't know. Oh, apparently I died over here. I don't even remember that. I think there are a bunch of Lionels along there. But yeah, seriously, I've got no idea where that fairy can be found. I'm not too worried about it for now because from what I can tell, I don't have the materials required to upgrade my stuff further. See, I thought I had found the Gerudo Desert one. Maybe there is one in the actual desert that I haven't found. But, yeah, once again, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's go back to that stable that we were hanging around before. I don't remember which stable it was. Here we go. I'm still not too sure what this quest that I've been given entails. I've got no idea. It's truly bizarre. Because hoodlums have been mentioned, which to me must mean that they're people. I don't know. But, you see, we haven't actually been shown where the hoodlums can be found. And the only individuals I've seen causing trouble in this area have been bokoblins on horseback, so... Yeah, and I killed all the ones that I could see. So I'm really at a loss now as to how to help this woman. My level of usefulness really is proportional to the amount of information she wants to fucking give me, so... So far we've had fucking no information at all, essentially. I don't even know where she's gone. Apparently she's around here somewhere. Oh, she hasn't actually moved all that much. Perosa. You're counting on me, but don't overdo it. The quest description. If I can fucking find my quests again. Faron Grasslands is known for its horses. However, a gang of heathens, we've heard hoodlums and heathens so far, taken over the area. This has caused Perosa and the other residents some strife. If someone... Okay, well, you say taken over the area, but I'm not fucking seeing these so-called people who've taken over the area. I can't spot anyone. What's going on over there? Who are you? What am I even looking at? Is this your horse? Or mule, I should say. Whose pack mule is this? Does it belong to you? Oh, you're not the same person I was talking to before. You're Chumin. I spend so much time travelling around Hyrule, selling goods from Lurellan Village, I could be a tour guide. A lot of noisy monsters hang around Highland Stable. Best to avoid the area if you can. See, I'm assuming that all these monsters that everyone's referring to are actually the things that I need to kill for this side quest. But what I don't understand is why I fucking cleared the area, I'm not seeing any enemies whatsoever, and yet I can't seem to progress the quest. Let's just see what you're fucking selling me. Fish and fruit. I couldn't work out which one to say first, I almost combined the words. Alright, goodbye. I don't really want to sell with you, I'm going to sell with Beetle. Assuming he's still there, I think he may have actually moved on. I don't remember seeing him this time around. Oh no, he is still sitting there. I can see his big bag. His beetle-shaped bag. And then he screams in my face like Michael Jackson. Oh, no, actually, I did mean to sell. Look at what I've got. There's a lot that I can fucking sell with this guy. See, I remember asking the question in the past, is there any real benefit to having amber, opal, topaz, etc.? I'm quite sure someone told me in the chat that you may as well just sell them. Which is weird because I feel like they could be used for something. My vague memory is that someone said that they could be used for something, but that it's not really worth it? I don't know. Do you have any information on that, Bread users? As to the usefulness or total lack of usefulness of these stones? Armor upgrades, but they're easy to farm. You say armor upgrades, but if I only intend to upgrade my current barbarian set, which is unlikely to require any of this, I suppose there's no reason for me to keep it. I may as well just liquidate it now. Not relevant. Time to make some money. The fact that this guy's got enough money to buy what I'm selling him is actually quite funny. I do appreciate games like RPGs that have vendors with their own capital, their own amount of money with which they can buy your stuff, because it's a level of realism that entirely makes sense. I mean, what is the point? How can a guy selling bundles of arrows and fruit and fish be able to afford thousands of rupees to buy my shit? Like, is it credit? Is he not giving me cash? Are they just... He's writing out credit notes for me as we speak. I don't really get it. But, yeah, he can apparently fucking afford 6,500 rupees on one transaction. So, good for him. Alright. How high will our rupees go? I don't know. What I do know, however, is that this guy is going to be absolutely dirt poor. I wonder if he's going to sell what I have now sold to him. Which would be good if you accidentally sold something, you know. It wouldn't be gone forever, but at least you could buy it back. You would obviously be buying it back for more than what you sold it for, but the point is that it wouldn't actually be gone. He says, I'll take anything off your hands. Now, I don't know if other people within the world would buy any of this stuff for a better price than this guy, but for the sake of convenience, I'm just going to sell it all now. 103. Thank you very much. I can't quite hear what he's doing, but it sounds like he's making loud, obnoxious noises that, quite frankly, I've got no real desire to listen to. So I'm glad that my game volume's so low. As for you guys, I don't really know what to say. Enjoy, I suppose is what I would say. Yeah, I think I'm happy with the game volume. If at any point the game seems like it's drowning me out, please let me know and I'll lower the volume of it. But I think the volume's fine for the moment. I feel like there has to be a faster way to sell this stuff. But I understand why they make you go through all of these hurdles to actually sell it. It reduces the chance of doing it accidentally. And I do, to an extent, appreciate that. How about I just focus on the stuff that I have a lot of? That might make more sense. So, we'll keep Choo Choo Jelly, because I'm assuming that can be used to make potions just as it can be used for that purpose in previous games. So we're going to leave all the Choo Choo Jelly. Key Swings is a bit of a pointless thing to sell. I'm not getting much out of it. How about we just accumulate a large number of it? Electric Key Swing. It's not all that much better, is it? Yeah, I don't want octo balloons. You can fucking have octo balloons. How could you sell your octo balloons? They're so useful. What use do these ancient parts have, by the way? Because I've got a lot of them. And I do think they can be used for something. I've got no idea what. I wouldn't be selling giant ancient core. It says a researcher would probably know how to use this. I seem to have a vague memory of the tech labs being able to make use of these. I suppose I could check a tech lab and see what they could do with them. Let's find out. So there's the Hatino Ancient Tech Lab, and I think there was one other that I discovered. I think further up here, perhaps? Yeah. Let's go to the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. And I'll speak with the person there. I do vaguely remember now actually talking to that person and seeing that I could actually use these ancient technology materials that I had acquired on my journey. Well, I'm glad that I've got lots of money. It makes me feel like I've actually achieved something in all these hours that I've played in the game. I have something to show for it. In case you haven't noticed, I've just completely lost interest in this fucking side quest because, quite frankly, it's... whatever I'm going to get out of it is not going to be worth trying to figure out where these fucking hoodlums are. These rascals. Hello, Robbie. Cherry is safely back to work. I don't remember who Cherry is. All that's left is for you to destroy the Calamity. By the way, did you need something from me? Who are you? Imagine if I'm just like, who are you, after this person has been speaking in such familiar terms with me. Cherry? Maybe I speak with the thing. Beep, something right. Here we go. Okay, so we can actually purchase this stuff. Ancient short sword. We can actually purchase weapons using this stuff. That's actually quite cool. Oh, I do remember... ah, that's true. I totally forgot that I had this armor set. Guardian resist up. Now, what does that do? I'm assuming that really heavily reduces the damage that you would take from, for example, a Guardian laser or whatever. But, yeah, I do remember making that. The question I was about to ask is, how do you upgrade these things? Or perhaps the better question would be, can you upgrade them? Because obviously when we kill Guardians, and ancient technology in general, but particularly Guardians in shrines, in fact I think only Guardians in shrines, let's get to the point. You do get different levels of weaponry, so if I look at what I've got on hand, you can see that this is an ancient battle axe plus plus. Right, those pluses are what dictates the levels. So if I were to forge something through this pot that's moving around, would I be able to make that a plus or a plus plus at all? I don't know. I really don't know. I've seen none of these drop from Guardians that I've fought in the past, I should mention. Short swords, shields, ancient blade saw. That's weird. I have not seen any of these before. This is a very strong weapon, now that I look at it. Look at how much damage it's dealing. It's only a... it looks like it's about the same size as the short sword, but it's dealing 55 damage. Which to me means that you can attack quite fast with it, and it's going to deal 55 damage, so that's a pretty good weapon. Oh, these ancient weapons can be considered plus plus plus. Okay. They are at a higher level than the ones that the Guardians drop, and they're better in general, which is quite cool. Ancient bow, I don't particularly want to make. I don't know why this one requires a giant ancient core, which has a value of 200 rupees through beetles, so... yeah, I mean, what about this is better than, for example, the ancient blade saw? I'd like to actually make this ancient blade saw, because I have a lot of this stuff to use, so... yeah, I don't know if I have a free slot. No room in inventory. I do not have a free slot in my inventory for it, but that's fine. One thing that I am going to do in this recording, and it's a long time coming, is I'm going to acquire some meat. A lot of meat. Now, I don't know where to go to actually get this meat, but I'm going to roll back my memories to when I first started the game and find some wild animals in that general area. So we started the game here? Yes. So let's go into the Forest of Spirits and look for some wildlife. Now, there isn't going to be amazing stuff in there. There are some real big cuts of meat that you can get from certain animals in the game. I don't think any of those can be acquired here, but I'm going to give this a try. We're going to see what's around. Oh. The ancient bow has almost perfect straight arrows, something like 0.1 gravity for arrows. Okay. That's interesting to know. So I suppose it is worth one of those 200 rupee materials to forge it. As for bows, though, I'm not fussed about them. Not really. Now, let's go to the forest. I don't know if it's better to go at night or during the day, but I'm on the lookout for something. You'd imagine during the day. I think it'll be daylight soon. Doesn't feel like it's really late at night. Let's head down into here. What is that? Something caught my attention up in this tree. What is that? The shiniest egg on planet Earth. They're only bird eggs, but quite frankly, they glisten like silver in the moonlight. I actually need some arrows. Hylian shroom. Happy to take that. That can be combined with food. I'm on the lookout for anything, really. Anything that can be combined to make effective food. Some acorns, they're useful as well. I will happily confess that despite not having actually made any food until I think maybe part 40 of this Let's Play, I actually consider making food to be one of the most enjoyable things to do in the game. Just combining food and seeing all the different combinations you can make. I think it's great. It's one of the best systems in Breath of the Wild, and the game developers should be proud of their achievement with that. There are a lot of other things that they should not be proud of, but I suppose the game's roaring success tends to counterbalance any regrets that they might have of poor game design. I remember this little cave. Oh, it's the blood mode. Is that a bad thing? Not really, because I'm not going to be returning to Ganon's castle anytime soon. So the fact that things have respawned there does not actually bother me. See, the way the voice says, "Please be careful, Link," it's like, why be careful? It's not like they're extra dangerous enemies, they're just the same enemies I've already killed, so I don't see what's dangerous about that. I apparently don't remember this cave. I was getting confused with something else. I don't think this is something I can actually blow open or anything like that. Stop trying to climb. Why would you try to climb here? Like, what is your problem? Get a life. Alright. So, I'm looking for wildlife, and I have a sneaking suspicion that doing this at night is not a good idea. I need to find some big animals, like boars. What you want are big wild pigs. Not little wild pigs, I mean like a big boar. Or something like that. I was hoping there'd be a Korok under that rock. Lifting random rocks can sometimes net a Korok seed. I have not actually saved in a while, so I'm going to save now. At the Great Plateau. And there's a stone talus that wants to die. I'm not going to even bother with it because it's on the Great Plateau, so why would I care? I've just sold all of the crap that you would give me anyway. Here we go, free food. I'm happy to take free cooked food, seared steak. Sadly, when it has already been cooked, I can't actually... Whoa, okay, look who's here. If I had encountered you at the start of the game, that would have been a serious problem. What that tells me is that changes are made to the enemies that you can actually find in the world as you become stronger, which is good. I'm actually happy to see that. As for you red guys, you are not even capable of posing so much as a reason for concern, or a reason to be concerned. Take that, motherfucker. It's actually pretty satisfying to do that. What am I... Oh, I do not want to be wasting a Savage Lionel bow on all this. We will get the royal bow. I probably should have forged one of those ancient bows, but that's alright. More room to pick up bows along the way during my adventures. Well, I'm not seeing any fucking wildlife, and this is annoying me. I at least thought that I'd be able to find something here, but obviously it's more of a daytime activity to be going around hunting. I'm going to look for some more forests, perhaps. Around here would be good. I need meat, and lots of it. I just can't clearly remember where I picked up meat in the past. Because if you find a place where you can expect animals to be congregating, you can use that in the future as a guaranteed place to actually get meat. There might be better places, but at least you remember that you can get it here, so it's convenient and useful to remember things like that. But I don't actually remember where I got most of my meat in this game. So... how do I... Is there a way to pass time in this game? There is. You have to sleep, don't you? Alright, I'm going to sleep in a bed somewhere. Let's go to a stable or something. Go anywhere. Let's go to this one. I'm going to sleep in a bed so that we can actually look for animals during the day, because I think that is the time we want to be doing that. Campfires work too, apparently. That's good to know. Hadahama, that's such a good name. Just pat on the back to whoever fucking randomly generated that name. This is Dueling Peak Stable. It's actually... Oh no, this is actually from the torches that are here. I thought it was getting lighter, like there was a sunrise or something. I'd like to do nothing to do with horses. I would like to come in here and sleep in a bed, and I will avail myself of whatever bed you have for me to sleep in. I suppose this is the counter I need. Oh, I see. This is your inn counter. A regular bed will cost me 20 rupees. I want a soft bed because I can afford it. Sleep until, let's say, morning. Rest well. Seems like I'm only going to be sleeping for 2 hours. 2.5. Oh no, it is 5 AM apparently when they consider it to be morning. We got an extra heart there. Just an additional temporary one. Because we slept in a soft bed. We didn't even get to see Link sleeping in a bed, which... actually puts me off. Okay, so after all that, let's return to where we were before. We'll go to Pharaon Tower, I don't really care. Well, when you said a campfire, I didn't think you meant literally any fire. I thought you meant an established campfire, but okay, apparently just dropping wood and lighting it on fire is enough to create an official campfire that you can rest at. Good to know. I keep forgetting there's like a constant and unending storm in this area, so maybe this is not a good place to be looking for meat. I'm not going to be able to climb up there. I'm going to slide down if I attempt that. Good day. That's a whole lot of chew jelly from one. Oh, well, he was a big one, wasn't he? Wildlife. I'm in need of meat. Wildlife. You are sort of like wildlife, but also sort of not. You are a creation of Ganon, apparently. What's going on down there? That's a person that has been beaten over the head with a blunt object. Do you have anything to say? That was close. And here I was just telling Megan to be more careful of her surroundings. Still, for hearty truffles, I'd put up with worse. Really. You're here to gather truffles. You've just been beaten over the head by a bokoblin, and you're like, well, I'm out gathering truffles. It's worth it. What the fuck's wrong with you? Stay home. I can't believe it. That's what I would describe as an unhealthy obsession. Alright, this is not working out, so let's look for somewhere else. We've been there. Albeit at night, but I've decided that I don't like that place. The Great Plateau's foresty area. Maybe Hikari Woods? You never know. Might be something going on there. So far, I'm not impressed. I do think I have been foregoing the opportunity to acquire thick cuts of meat while playing regularly, at least for the last, let's say, 30 hours of play. So, it is more or less my fault for being complacent, because, and the reason why I'm doing this, and I should make this very clear, I did not make it clear in this recording, it would have been in previous ones where I made this clear, but I am almost out of food. I've got this stuff. Full recovery plates are nice and everything, but, you know, not necessary when you've only taken a little bit of damage. Stuff to recover a little bit of health is also helpful. Alright, this seems like a good place to look for stuff. What's going on with you? You're apparently not affected by... Oh, brilliant. This is what I like to see. Get out of here. What's going on? No, you better not disappear. I don't want you to disappear, do you understand? I'm going to chase you and I'm going to kill you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get up off the ground, Link. This thing doesn't even have a health bar. Are you dead now? You are probably dead. Give me meat. Oh, yes. 2 raw gourmet meat. It's about as good as I can ask for. I was expecting perhaps 1, but it's a big bear, you know, so get a bit out of it. We've got a goat over here. I'm going to use regular arrows for this because I don't want the thunder to affect the meat in any sort of way. It might cook it or something if it creates a fire. And that's what I don't want. I want something to be used for combining. My Lionel Spear is unfortunately slowly degrading. It's almost broken now. bird meat. I did see a bird, I was slow to react. Maybe next time. Stop fucking climbing literally everything I gently brush against. Bird meat. I don't think I'm going to get any meat out of that. What do we got? Now, you can see, this is the first time I've picked this up. I didn't know that you could fucking get bird meat in this game. I had no idea. Because I had not actually picked it up before, I assumed that I couldn't, but it turns out that I can. I've never gone to the trouble of killing a bird before. And now that I have done so, I guess after all these years I'm still learning new things, and I have been educated. Oh, it's my chance at getting bird meat. Lost again. Think of all those opportunities I've lost in the past. Well, no longer. I'm on the hunt for bird meat. I haven't even tried the bird meat yet, and I've developed a fucking taste for it. Can I kill horses and get meat? I think I can, but I don't really have the heart to do it. It feels rather indecent. I'd like to pick up whatever you've dropped, though. These things eat fish and seem to drop fish when you kill them, which is weird. Just an immaculate, an entirely usable fish. If I swim through here, can I just pick up these fucking fish? I think I can, can't I? I mean, the idea that I'm capable of swimming upstream more than a fish is just... That's quite silly, but anyway. Oh yeah, that's what I can do. I can just throw a bomb in there and just kill them. I do forget these things. I remember that from very early on in the game. Of course, fish, very helpful for cooking. You can make fish dishes that just as effective as anything else in recovering your health. It's so good to not have to worry about drowning anymore. Like, when you've got this much stamina, there is no concern. With being in the water, you can just swim around as much as you want. No fear. I'll just equip the Master Sword. That's fine. May as well pick up some free... Oh no, I don't think I can see meat over there. That's alright. What was that? There's something in the water that I think I was given the option to pick up, but didn't. There is a fish there. There's more fish over there. I'm going to go fishing with bombs, how about that? Oh, there's some... cooked fish. Yes, I can see you. I'm doing this because I don't have the patience to even get close to them and attack them. I really couldn't be bothered. Let's make sure we drop that. Or in this case, throw this Boko spear. Spearfishing. Here we go. This looks like a lucrative opportunity. Oh yes. Staminoka bass. That means we're going to get additional stamina effects when we cook something with that. Ow. Was that a frog? I think that's a frog. Well, I apologize. You were not really my target, Mr. Hot-Footed Frog. But there is a certain sense of achievement that comes with successfully catching a hot-footed frog. I think I've got two of them there. Yeah, there you go. See, it doesn't have to be regular meat. I can just have a whole fucking frog. Take the damn thing. Now, hot-footed frogs, I'm quite sure, can be cooked with. Quite sure. Don't know if I've done it before, but... Here we go, more fish. Fuck yeah, now. Can't complain about that. Oh, it seems I missed that one. It's actually not your lucky day because I'm a persistent little bastard. Excellent. Well, this is already feeling like a successful venture. It's not quite what I was expecting. I had actually forgotten that I could catch fish and cook with those, and I have now learnt that I can actually snipe fucking birds and cook with that. Well, that's a tireless frog, which I can only assume is even faster and more elusive than a hot-footed frog. Must be, right? It's tireless. It will run for eternity if you start attempting to chase after it. Am I going to be able to get across here? Yeah, I should be able to. Just barely. I'm trying to get in position for this duo of fish over here. Just going to let the water carry the bomb through. That should be good. Master fisherman. I can't quite be referred to as an angler because I don't think throwing charges into the water and detonating them is acceptable, good sportsmanship sort of fishing, but yeah. More frogs. Got you with that. I'm interested to see what I can actually cook with this. Some sort of, you know, frog's legs, I'm sure. Link goes to Paris, sort of thing. American style yeehaw. Yeah, I think that was an American invention to fucking bomb fish out of the water. I don't mean literally bomb, I just mean, you know, throw TNT in there. Certainly wouldn't surprise me. Now, it's difficult to get to those fish, so I'm not actually going to bother. I have a bit to work with. I've got a crab, apparently. I've got some hearty blue shell snails. Anything that says hearty or gourmet, you only need one of them, and then you mix a few other things and you're going to get something very, very effective. So, I'm going to probably head back to the place that I first remember really learning the pleasures of cooking. I just need to find it. I think it's around here. Wherever the Zoras live. Here's Zora's domain. So I'm going to head there because I remember really putting some time into cooking there. I had cooked before that point, but not very much, and I had not done so until recently, at that time. But the first time I really sat down and did a whole lot of cooking would have been at Zora's domain, I think. And at least that's what I remember. So I'd like to go back there to do some more cooking. Feels more meaningful, you know. Alright. I'm assuming fleet loader seeds can be used for cooking, can they? Yes, they can. Happy to use those as well. What's this? Silver longsword. Wow, what the fuck is that? Is it quite good? No. 22 damage for a two-handed weapon. Looks very cool, though. I'm happy to keep it on hand. What's that? A bright-eyed crab. It shall be used for cooking. Right, here we are at Zora's domain. If you ever wanted to see Zora's domain at 15 FPS, this is your chance. This guy looks like the hero of time, Zora version. Look at him. Bet he's got the Triforce of Courage. He's got some good neck bands, though. Alright, so as far as where I go to cook, it's actually down in there. Almost went past it. They've got a pot. Atop a fire. And, yeah, this is where I did most of my cooking in the past. Don't know if there's anything for me to just fucking steal and start cooking with, but no, that's alright. Let's throw a few things in the pot. But before I do that, I'm going to visit the little boy's room. I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. Just need to wipe up a little bit of wine that spilled over the top of the glass while I got up. Alright. Just keeping an eye on my green screen. It's swaying behind me. Just want to make sure it doesn't end up out of shot. Alright. I just got one of those nice scam texts which says, "There's something wrong with your account, please log in through this link." But you see, it's an account for a service or a website that I actually don't have an account for. I mean, you generally wouldn't fall for something like that anyway, but, you know, if you're tech savvy, but it's quite funny when it's for something you don't even have any association with whatsoever. I don't even know what that website is, what are you talking about? Alright. Now, I do recall Potato desperately wanting me to cook a fairy in the past. You can't actually cook a fairy. You can hold a fairy, but you can't actually put it in the pot. I resisted his requests for so long, but eventually I did actually try it. I thought, can I put a fairy in a pot? And you can't. I have actually tried, and you can't. Now, the fact that I even tried makes me a bad person, but, yeah. Let's hold a sneaky river snail. Obviously, you need to hold. That's how you get your ingredients together. You can have as many as 5 ingredients. You're actually not obliged to have a total of 5, but obviously the more ingredients you have, the better. We're going to try to make this an interesting... We'll just use standard raw meat for this one. And maybe... We're not going to use honey because that's actually quite good. That is an interesting mix. Let's see what ends up being created with this. What do we got? It's considered a largely fruity dish. It's simmered fruit. Sweet dish. Fair enough. Simmered fruit. Good. Sneeze. Alright. So that's simmered fruit. We can do a bit more of that. Maybe 2 mighty bananas. A hearty durian. And I'd say just keep it at that. Maybe a river snail just to get a little bit of meat in there, spicy pepper. This could be interesting. Let's see what we got. Simmered fruit, okay. It's still simmered fruit, it's just a different sort of health recovery. I'm trying to make use of my mighty bananas. Let's add 2 crabs to this one. I'd say this is going to be a fruit and seafood dish, probably. No, it's still considered simmered fruit. Fine. I don't mind. Probably anything that includes a hearty durian. How about hearty durian, 3 bird's eggs, and a bright-eyed crab. This sounds like a fucking weird combination, but does it just automatically become simmered fruit because it includes a durian in it? Seafood skewer. Okay, it's done as a skewer, but what about the 2, was it 3 eggs I included? Have I fried eggs as well and put that on the skewer? I guess so. That is considered a seafood skewer. So, whatever. So where is that? Here it is. Seafood skewer. Yeah. The natural water in this medley of seafaring creatures makes for a delicious broth. I'm eating it off the skewer. There's no broth to be mentioned here. I don't know what you're fucking going on about. Anyway, you can see all of this stuff. Roasted whole bird. When on earth did I get roasted whole bird? Anyway, none of this, unfortunately, can actually be used. Anything that is within the food category cannot be used to make food. Only in the materials category. Specifically things that have a heart icon, because it means that they are consumable, or edible, I suppose. I suppose Cephallinas are not actually edible, which is sad. Thistles probably wouldn't add in any particular way to your dish. It's, we'll try 4 acorns and a sneaky river snail. What the fuck is this going to make? This is quite gross. I mean, why on earth would you eat this? What's it going to be? What? Sneaky seafood skewer. It doesn't recover much health, but because it was a sneaky river snail, I think it was called, it actually gives me a sneaking ability, which is funny. Whatever. Obviously, it's not, you can't take it too seriously because we did not actually use a fish there, but, or a crab, but it shows a crab, a fish, and a snail, so whatever. It's a generic image to represent what it's supposed to be. So what have we done? We've skewered 4 acorns and a snail, and that's our fucking meal. You can obviously see it's not very effective when it comes to recovering health, but anyway. Let's get something that is quite effective. We're going to... Well, what happens when we mix all of these different types of meat? Of course, for something like this, we need to make sure we get a good balance. So I'm actually going to get that coarser honey, wherever that honey is. There we go. Coarser bee honey. And a Hyrule herb. That's going to be an interesting fucking meal. So this could be anything. I don't even know what to expect. What is it going to be? Energizing glazed meat. Wow, okay. That's pretty fucking good. Instantly refills some of your stamina wheel. The sweetness of the honey permeates the meal, or permeates the meat. giving it a complex taste profile? I can imagine so. I'm pretty sure honey is, in pretty much all cases, a very good ingredient. So, there you are. Let's create a fish meal of sorts. Fleet lotus seeds. I don't know if these fleet lotus seeds are actually going to add to it very well. Let's find out. Fish skewers. Just a fish skewer. It's not that great. I was hoping for maybe an effect there. We did include a Staminoka bass there, so sadly we didn't get the effect of that. I suppose because it wasn't balanced enough, I guess. Let's add some mushrooms and a banana. Oh no, we didn't actually get any effect from that Staminoka bass. How do we get a stamina effect from that? Maybe you could... Oh, I just fucking ate it straight up. Oh well. You do end up doing that sometimes. We have plenty of mushrooms. What's that going to make? Meat and seafood fry. You can see there are a few different types of food that you can make, even with fairly similar ingredients. Don't eat it! I want to hold 2 of them. Oh, you can't cook with the frogs. See, I thought I could cook a frog in there. I was really interested to see what it would be like to cook with a frog, but you can't. You can't even make frog's legs out of it. What a shame. Oh no, it does actually say you can... Aha! You can cook with it. I was wrong. I thought you needed to be able to consume it. I thought the heart icon just indicated that it was edible, but actually no. You can mix these things in to the food, even if they can't be eaten on their own. So let's do that. I don't remember what I think I had snails there. So let's get something... Let's get banana. This is going to be a weird one. What the fuck's this going to make? Dubious food. It's too gross to even look at. A bizarre smell issues forth from this heap. Eating it won't hurt you though, probably. I've never made this before. This is quite funny. Dubious food. I do love that they've censored it. It's very Japanese. Because they make that joke all the time in anime. I don't know if we want to... Oh no, apparently toss it into a stew and you'll have a nice elixir, apparently. We'll hold that, but we'll also have something nice. Hardy blue shell snail. Let's make something really effective with this. And then we'll do an egg and a spicy pepper. There you go. I think we'll get something quite good out of this. That Lizzlefo's tail should give it an edge. You don't want to pretty much only have it be Lizzlefo... Oh, never mind. It's still considered to be dubious. Fine. It's an ingredient for elixirs, but I suppose you need a specific... The ingredients need to be specific beyond the Lizzlefo's tail, if that makes sense. Let's make some fucking frog food. I don't care. What, frogs are just not good enough, I guess. How about that? What's going to happen if I do this? It's mostly frog food. Frog food? It's considered dubious. Well, fine. Monster parts work with insects for elixirs. Okay. So, let's try these 2 and these. There's a firefly in there. What have we got? What have we got? It's the worst food imaginable. Okay, so, yeah, snails are considered seafood. Oh, regular snails? I'm not sure why that didn't do anything. How do I make an elixir? Does it require something else that I haven't seen? Maybe I can mix this and this. And Cephalina. And a mushroom. Oh, the two elements are conflicting. That's possible. Let me, I'm going to stop holding with X, and I'm just going to do 1. Do some insects. Are we going to get dubious food? This is only going to be... This is 1 red Lizalfo's tail. So there should be conflicting elements. No, it's dubious. Too gross to even look at, apparently. I'm just going to... Well, I'm not going to eat it now, because I'm not going to get anything out of it. But... There's a lot of dubious food here. Oh well. I don't know. The art of cooking in this game is still quite new to me. I don't really want to cook with Hinox's guts. I don't know how to make elixir. How do I do that? Seems like a complicated process. All this stuff can be used. Okay, elixir. Maybe I have to only use... Maybe I'm adding too much stuff. Maybe if I reduce the number of ingredients, it'll help. Yeah, maybe I was adding too many ingredients. So that's an energizing elixir. Well, whatever. I'm focused on food here, not elixirs. Ugh. A hearty blue shell snail and gourmet meat. This is going to be quite good. Yep, pretty good. A marriage of the choicest cuts of meat and seafood, as delicious as it is filling. Gourmet meat and seafood fry. Very good. Let's do 3 Hyrule bass. A crab. And an apple. Don't know about this one, actually. Tough seafood skewer, okay. Grants a low-level defense boost. The natural water in this medley, blah, 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 blah. Alright. Let's make, a whole lot of eggs. And, well, okay, maybe 4 is a bit excessive. Let's stop holding. We'll do... No, stop. Hold 2. So 2 eggs. A hearty blue shell snail. In fact, let's do 2 hearty blue shell snails and just the rest of it can be eggs. What's that gonna make? I like how he just throws the whole fucking egg in there. Yum. Okay, that's the best food I think you can possibly make in the game. I mean, that's some of the best food you can make, for sure. Full recovery and an additional 6 yellow hearts. I mean, that's a big deal. I think you can get better than that, but that's pretty fucking good. That's the sort of thing you'd use in the final boss confrontation. Anyway. Let's get some mighty bananas on a mushroom. Mushroom skewer? Oh yeah. I remember mushroom skewers. Let's try 3 apple, or 2 apples, a mushroom, and a bird drumstick. Just that will do. Spicy meat and mushroom skewer. Not that great. Alright, we're almost out of workable ingredients. I think this will be my last one, actually. Let's see what we get. Pepper seafood. Good. The pepper seeds grilled with the seafood draw out its taste and pleasant aroma. Alright, so we've got a little bit more food to work with. A lot more food to work with now. Seeing all this dubious food is quite funny, actually. I don't think it'll actually recover health unless you mix it with something that, you know, something like fish or meat. But yeah, I did end up making an elixir, but that's not really what I'm going for. I want to be able to recover health with what I've made. So yeah, there you are. Pretty good. So where is that food that was really, really good? It's this one over here. Full recovery and 6 yellow hearts. Wow. Check that out. I don't think I'll be able to find an occasion where I would be willing to use that. Feels like no matter what, it would be excessive in some way. Alright. Let's look at our quests. We've been live for 1 hour and 26 minutes. So there's plenty of time to do some side quests. Maybe 2. Little sister's big request. Jana wants to give her insect-loving sister, Gleamer, a birthday gift. Well, the first mistake was naming this child Gleamer. It's one of the ugliest names I've ever heard. But no matter how many times Jana asks, Gleamer, yes, you heard correctly, Gleamer, won't tell her what kind of bug she wants. You should talk to Gleamer for the full story. Do I really want to talk to Gleamer, is the question? I don't think I want to talk to her. But anyway. It is a requirement for the completion of the quest, seemingly, so I will grit my teeth and get it done. Gleamer. It's repulsive, quite frankly, to have to even utter the name, much less read it. I'll have to get a soundboard and include a sensor tone. Alright. So, supposedly Gleamer is going to be over here. Not as close by as it seems. I do have to do a bit of walking. I love it. Don't you fucking love it? How you can spend your entire time in this fucking game very, very gently brushing up against things, and then Link starts fucking climbing it when you clearly don't want to climb it. And then I get to this tree, and I'm like literally running into it, pushing myself into it aggressively because I want to climb it, and the game's like, nope, you don't want to climb that. Clearly you don't want to climb that. Why would you want to climb that tree, Doomlink? Actually, I would fucking love to climb it. So if you could actually do that now, go do it. Thank you. Oh, you want to be specific about the angle when I don't want to climb something, but if I actually... Sorry, you want to be specific about the angle when I do want to climb something, but if I don't want to climb something, you're just going to fucking assume, oh no, I think Doomlink wants to climb this thing. And then I can just be minding my own business, walking in some direction, and then suddenly I'm climbing something. It's confusing, it detracts from the experience, and quite frankly, it's one of the worst aspects of the game design of this frickin' game in general. Ugh, whatever. Gleamer is living in a strange place. Is this really where Gleamer can be found? I think it would be faster to go here. I didn't really realize where I was. Oh no, hold on, that is actually where I went. So I'm going in the right direction. Hello. I don't know if I... Sorry, Fox, I'm sorry. You were just getting in my way. I don't know if I want to use this weapon against you. It's not very effective, I don't think. It looks cool, but I don't think it's effective. Oh my god. I need to stop doing that. I mean, like, what am I doing exactly? Performing very poorly is what I'm doing. Get up, dickhead. Yeah. You disappeared and then reappeared in the exact place where you disappeared. I don't really know what that was meant to do. I'm just going to throw this weapon at you, that's what I've decided. Well, could have done that. I really want to throw this weapon at you, that'd be quite fun. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And that was worth it. I'm going to fight you with your own weapon. How do you feel about that? Oh, how he feels about that is that he's not actually concerned at all. Fair enough. I can at least make use of this dubious food. I need to actually start playing better. Alright. Come on. And we'll kill you as well, I don't mind. I'm not fussy. I don't really want another wind cleaver, but I'll take it. Why are you still twitching around? Stop it. Got some moblin stuff. Alright, again, I'm only here to try and start this damn quest. Looks like the road I need to be walking is actually... Where the fuck am I? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Let's just use Rivali's Gale and get to where we need to fucking go. I don't know where I was going there. I was obviously very confused as to where I was supposed to be. It would appear that we want to go down here. There's even a pot. South Akala Stable. Okay, well that's lovely. What's happening with this person? Where is this person, in fact? What's that? I couldn't work out what that speech bubble was. Hello, Gleamer. Are you a child or are you, like, a midget? I'm too sleepy. Let's talk when I'm all woken up. The fucking nerve of you. I came all this way to talk to your useless ass. And you're too sleepy. I'll fucking put you to sleep permanently, you petulant creature. See, I don't know if it's a midget or what. Is it a midget? Get your smug grin off your face. I mean, can you believe you're too sleepy? What are you doing walking around then? Go to sleep, go to bed. Are you a dwarf? Is this your child? Yeah. Welcome. Will you be staying with us? I think so, actually. I'm gonna sleep until noon. If this person is still sleepy then I'll put it to sleep permanently, as I said. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Yeah, it was great. Where's this kid? I understand that this kid doesn't have much of a chance, having been called Gleamer, but really. Hey, mister, what's up? Hey, guess what? I have a secret. Want to know what it is? Tell me. Tee-hee. I'm not going to tell you. I think the secret is that you're a Michael Jackson impersonator, sorry. A Michael Jackson impersonator. Ready? Here it comes. My big sister Jana hates dragonflies. Dragonflies? This is a riveting conversation that I hope ends very soon. Once I saw pictures of a warm Dana, a cold Dana, and an electric Dana in a book. But when I showed them to Jana, she said their eyes were creepy and got mad. Oh, that was a secret, wasn't it? Jana is going to be mad at me again. But I think that's because the pictures were all up close and stuff. I bet real ones are super cute. When I grow up, I want to travel the world and meet some real dragonflies. Okay, well I just had that conversation which I severely regret. Now I go to this person and... Really? You're that much older than her? Jesus. It really didn't seem that way when I was discussing things with the child. Unfortunate weather we're having. Gleamer. What about Gleamer? No, no way. Of all things, she wants to see a gross dragonfly. This is some serious shit going on here. A warm Dana, a cold Dana, and an electric Dana? 3 different types? Ugh, anything but dragonflies. Just thinking about their eyes makes me feel sick. I see, so Gleamer knows that I despise dragonflies, and that's why she wouldn't tell me how much she loves them. Well, this is her birthday wish. I didn't have a choice. Bring me a warm Dana, cold Dana, electric Dana. I want to surprise Gleamer, so don't tell her about this. Where the fuck am I going to get 3 different species of dragonfly? Why on earth would it bring Jana, 1 warm Dana, 1 cold Dana, and 1 electric Dana? I would rather eat the excrement of 3 species of cow than do this fucking side quest. So, I mean, even though I did begin to do it, I'm going to promptly fucking stop. A young man named Neb. His name is Neb. We've gone from Gleamer to Neb. In Hateno village, wants you to show him a particular weapon. If you find a traveler's sword, bring it to him. A traveler's sword. A piece of trash that I never bothered picking up, but now I suddenly need it for a side quest and I don't know where I might find one. Let's go to the Great Plateau. That might work. Because I actually think that I know where I might find one on the Great Plateau. I've got a vague recollection. Because like I said, it was at the start of the game, and typically when you first start the game, you're absorbing so much information that you tend to remember it quite well. And I do think I remember where I might find one, though. We'll see. There's no guarantee. A traveler's sword is essentially like a base weapon that you would not typically bother picking up and using, but yeah. Perhaps at the very start of the game you would do such a thing. Now I think I might find something along those lines over this way. If I'm right about this. Dragonbone Burko Club. Seared steak. I was roughly thinking around here is where I'd find one, but I'm gonna pick this up. Oh, you're a fucking dangerous one. It would have given me great pleasure to see you burn to death, my friend. This is a white Bokoblin, so I'm gonna attack him with this weapon so that I don't have to go near him. It's gonna take forever for him to die, though. Look at that. Yeah, it's going to take way too long, so let me... well, I suppose I could do this. Looks painful. Let's get him stuck in a fucking stun lock. And now he's on fire, too. I electrocuted and burnt him to death. Wow. I almost feel sorry for him. I've decided that I wanted to light this on fire. I don't know why, I just had a sudden desire to watch it burn. And it has now disintegrated. That's a fucking powerful fire. To disintegrate that barrel that quickly. Wow. I don't know where I'm going to find a traveler's sword. It's not the sort of thing that you just immediately come across. And it's not the sort of thing that you would typically have in your inventory either. Doesn't matter what point in the game you're at. Like, why would you have one? I hate this side quest. I don't think I'm going to do it. At least not now. What's this business? Probably nothing. Ugh, yeah, nothing. Alright. Let's, scratch that. Slated for upgrades. We haven't done any quests so far. Pura has offered to help you out in exchange for some ancient components. Just what are these ancient components? And who is Robbie? You'll have to ask Pura for the answers. Well, we have spoken to Robbie already. Where is Pura? We'll find out. Ancient tech lab in Hatino, apparently. This must have been a quest that I accepted a very long time ago. This is just ridiculous. It was preventing me from warping there because of that quest. But yeah, I may very well have ended up with this side quest back when I discovered the ancient tech lab, which would have been towards the start of the game. At least, considering the amount of time that I've spent in the game. It was much closer to the beginning than it was to the end, so I consider it to be at the beginning of the game. Let's get it done. I would guarantee that I have more materials of this sort now than I did when I first arrived here, so I'm open. I'm open to giving you whatever you need. Pura. Hey, you! She's quite cute, actually. Something good? Who's Robbie? How about something good? Aha! I'm glad you asked. If you bring me some ancient materials, I'll power up your runes. Oh yeah, I never did actually bother doing that, did I? You'll need 3 ancient screws to power up your Sheikah sensor. You'll need 3 ancient shafts to power up your Sheikah sensor. I didn't even know I could power these things up. Ancient materials. I'm game. Which rune do you want to power up? Let's do the Sheikah sensor. Okay. Snap. Guidance stone lock removed. Let's do this thing. Okay. This is something I should have done much sooner than this. I've never upgraded this. I'm assuming the Sheikah sensor will be able to find shrines much more easily. Enhancing the Sheikah sensor. I guess that's what the Sheikah sensor is. It's your ability to locate shrines. Alright, what's happening? Sheikah sensor plus. Searching for compendium items. If your sensor has been augmented to search for things other than shrines, it will react when you are close to the thing you have set it to look for. Head in the direction where the reaction is strongest, and you should be able to find the thing you're looking for. That's pretty fucking useful. Bloody hell. I didn't know you could do that. Do you know how long I've been playing this game and I didn't know you could do that? Sheikah sensor upgrade complete. That's pretty cool. How the hell do I change the target? I really want to find out. Yahoo! My little guidance stone did the trick. Hey. Oh, the Sheikah sensor plus. I really want to see it. Yes, quite. If you don't mind, how about showing Simon that spiffy Sheikah sensor plus later? That's going to be our tutorial. Give me a tutorial. Hello, you've acquired the Sheikah sensor plus. That should really come in handy. Yeah, it would have come in handy much sooner than this point in the game. With that, you can sense things that you've captured with your camera. That's how it works. Explaining it won't do it justice. Why not learn by trying? Let's give it a shot, so to speak. Let's see here. First, go take a picture of a sun shroom with the camera. There is one behind the lab. Oh yes, I do remember this sun shroom, actually. I think I needed to collect it at one point. Let's take a picky. There's a nice photo of the sun shroom. It's been added to my Hyrule compendium and everything. Yes. The fact that I needed to press the A button before I could press the B button to go back is actually offensive to me. Ah, were you able to take a picture of a sun shroom? Yes. Let me confirm. No, I'm fucking lying to you, man. It seems like you got a picture of a sun shroom. Excellent. Yeah, funny that. Next, open your Hyrule compendium and tune the sensor to your picture of the sun shroom. I see. It's done through the compendium itself. The detailed instructions are written down in the book on the desk there. I don't think I need to read them. I think you've basically given me a pretty good idea of how to actually tune the sensor. So we go to the Hyrule compendium, which is somewhere Inventory. Oh, fuck me. Here we go. Hyrule Compendium. Sunshroom. Target with sensor. Can I stop targeting it with the sensor? What if I want to go back to sensing shrines? How do I cancel the target? Alright, well... Here we go. Target with sensor. There's one. Oh, there's one so close. Oh my god, there it is! Wow, this is actually pretty cool, to be honest. Effectively, anything you can take a photo of that can be registered in your Hyrule Compendium can actually be targeted with this thing. And I think that's quite cool. How about, monsters? Lionel. Target with sensor. Searching for Lionel. I do not have one nearby, that's very sad. How about we do that? How about we have our target be for Lionels? May as well. It seems that that icon for the sensor is going to be there the whole time, so I suppose I can live with that. It may actually be in addition to your standard Sheikah sensor. So in other words, you've got that separate icon there, and then when a shrine is nearby, that will be a separate thing that will actually remain unchanged. That's my guess of how it's going to work. I did bring ancient materials. What else can I actually power up? Remote bomb, stasis. Yeah, I'll power up my remote bomb. 3 ancient shafts, yes. Snap. Let's do this thing. Yes, let's do that. Sheikah Slate authenticated, enhancing remote bomb rune. I'm going to assume that it creates a bigger explosion, but it could actually be something a little more complicated than that. Stronger blast and recharge faster. Stronger probably doesn't refer to the range of the explosion, because the thing is that would actually be difficult for you to deal with. Imagine if you had to be so much further away from the bomb to not get hit by it. It instead increases the damage of it, and presumably you can destroy more things with it as well. There are round and cube bombs, yes, I see. I should have done this so long ago. Whatever. Better late than never, I suppose. Yahoo! I would like to upgrade stasis. I'm interested to know what will happen if I do that. Can I just start freezing literally whatever the fuck I want? That'd be cool. Freeze Ganon. And just cheese him like that. Can I skip this? They don't let me skip it for some reason. Very well. Can't say I'm that impressed. I'm pressing X, can't skip it. What I don't understand is why Magnesis and Cryonis are not actually being given the option to be upgraded. Alright, stored energy will make good use of can move even the largest objects. I don't know. I've not yet reached a point in the game where and I'm assuming there is no point where it is absolutely required to have stasis. I haven't reached a point where I need it in order to continue, so yeah. Power them all up. Okay. So I literally can't upgrade anything else. I've completed that side quest. That's a shame. I thought perhaps I could upgrade all of them. Imagine what the Camera Plus could do. It's like going from the Picto box that shoots in black and white to the coloured Picto box. Pictographs. Remember pictographs? Yes. I think it was the deluxe Picto box, wasn't it? Yeah. My day has been good, Riley. I'm going to be recording for another 10 minutes. I suppose we'll just find something to do from the adventure log. We've done that quest. That's a good start. We've done one single quest in these almost 2 hours. That's excellent. The Weapon Connoisseur. A young man named... Oh, we've already dealt with this guy. We don't have a fucking Traveler's Sword to give to him, so we're not going to bother with that. Sunshroom Sensing. Find 3 wild sunshrooms there. When you have all 3, turn them over to Simon. Okay. I have a feeling I've probably... Really? They look so much like Hylian shrooms that I thought perhaps I had more than this, but that's fine. Sunshrooms, I'll set those as my target and I'll go where they recommend for me to go. It is Wrexham Forest. Here we go. Target with sensor. Wrexham Forest. Well, I don't really need to do that, do I? Yes, well, I've been doing this Let's Play since the day this game came out, so no, I have not done it either. So, there you are. You're not the only one. Finding new objective. Alright. Well, there's lots of sunshrooms around. There's that one. There should be another one over here somewhere. There we go. Well, that's all we needed. This is not really the sort of side quest that's worth doing, but there is a certain pleasure that one can get from completing all of them. So I guess I'm doing it with that as my end goal. Probably. I sound so hesitant because I'm not sure if I actually have the will to do them all, so I probably won't. Please hand over those 3 sunshrooms. Who knows what this guy does with these mushrooms when no one's looking. He gave me 3 hearty truffles. I actually consider that to be a fair exchange, and that is something that I can actually put to good use. How is the Sheikah Sensor Plus to your liking? Or rather, that's not the question he asked. He was just asking if it was to my liking. I just remembered there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. Stop by when you have time to talk. I have time to talk. Ah, Link. I've got some news that should be music to your ears. It's being highlighted because it's important, presumably. I've found a way to help you search for new objects using the Sheikah Sensor Plus. You mean objects I haven't discovered? Please feel free to show your excitement. Anyway, no, I'm confused. I don't know what you mean. I found that there were still some pictures of the past left on the guidance stone. If you add those pictures to your Hyrule Compendium, you can search for their subjects with the Sheikah Sensor Plus. Is it hard? Hard? No, not at all. The Sheikah Sensor has been powered up to the Sheikah Sensor Plus. It can now access a picture registered in your Hyrule Compendium, allowing you to search for the subject of the picture. I trust you now see the benefit of adding pictures to your Hyrule Compendium. Yes, it only took me a long fucking time to figure it out. It makes it much easier to search for items you need, reducing one more burden you face in your travels. Shall I explain it once more? I'm good. I'm really good, actually. Now then, go ahead and place your Sheikah Slate on the guidance stone. I don't normally like to let people use my little guidance stone for free, but I guess since you're the only person who actually has one of these fucking Sheikah Slates, I'll let you do it. I kind of want to see what'll happen, so I'll just let it pass this once, yes. Sure. I like how I could have just said bye and abruptly walked out. Snap! I record for fun, Riley. Personal enjoyment more than anything else. But thank you. I actually don't really know what's going to happen here. Presumably, things are going to be added to my Hyrule Compendium that I don't have already, and then... yeah, I don't know. Hyrule Compendium updated. I'm seeing 1 pumpkin. Did I just do this to add 1 pumpkin to my Sheikah Slate? Or my Hyrule Compendium? I suppose so. Oh wow, this is... it seems the Hyrule Compendium recovered a picture from the past. Okay. You can't restore transferred pictures, so be careful of overwriting it. So in other words, if I were to take a picture of this thing again, like that same pumpkin, it would overwrite the transferred picture. I'm not that worried about it. And it won't be free from now on either. Keeping a lab like this running has expenses, you know. Yes, what she said. Well, where the hell do you actually get your money from, if there are expenses? Are you on benefits or what? What's going on? Fortified pumpkin. Am I supposed to look for this thing? Target with sensor. Okay. Searching for fortified pumpkin. Well, I suppose I'll go around Hateno village. Is that what I've been suggested to do, or perhaps even instructed to do? I don't know. I'm just going to glide around looking for a pumpkin. Feels a little bit random and definitely bordering upon utterly pointless, but whatever. Windmill. Master glider. I'm in search of a pumpkin. Has anybody seen a pumpkin? Anybody at all? This is not the most entertaining quest to be doing. You are the most disturbing Zelda character I've ever laid eyes upon. Okay, I've got this. Greeting time. You're a customer, right? Hun, it's a customer! Look! Or rather, looks like he's hungry to have his clothes dyed. I'll leave it to you. What the fuck are you talking about? You're actually a danger to society, that's what I've decided. Not just from your physical appearance. Oh, speaking of physical appearances being a danger to society, I actually think this guy goes beyond physical appearances when it comes to the danger that he represents. Welcome. If you were looking to add some color to your wardrobe, you found the right place. Do you? Or I think you said, how do you do? I think that's what he meant to say. Welcome to Kochi Dye Shop, or Koshi Dye Shop, where we live to dye. If you have any dye ingredients, it's 20 rupees to dye an item. That includes our service charge, of course. Let's get going and dye your get-up to the color of your choosing. Let's do it. I don't think I have any dye, my friend. You'll just be a minute. Okay. It's the Hateno tradition to dye a person's whole outfit from head to toe all at once. Okay. Alright, choose your dye color, or go ahead and change clothes. Oh, we'll choose a color. Apparently, I'm dyeing my skin. So, that's new information. Could do that. I don't know if that's a good idea or what. I don't want to do orange. Blue. Light blue. White sounds like a good idea. White looks cool. Let's do white. I need to choose 5 ingredients I'd like to use for my dye. How about this? Okay, then that'll be 20 rupees, yeah. Turn me white. Thanks for the business. Stay like that and don't move a muscle. I don't think I'm comfortable with you touching me, actually. Link doesn't look that comfortable either. He just got dunked in dye. And he's only come out a little bit whiter. Alright. Yee-hoo! We made something very special here, if I do say so myself. Oh, do you mean the fucking child in your stomach? That was already there when I came in here, so... that has nothing to do with the physical interaction you and I had. Yeah, you definitely had a baby bump before I ever laid eyes on you. We've created something very special together. Just get out of my life immediately. Young man over here. Hollow. Kind of dreary weather today. What did I use? Diamond ore. What do you mean diamond ore? I thought I was using white chew jelly or something. No, I was using just the white chew jelly. There was no diamond ore. They gave me the option to use diamond. And besides, I was quite tempted to sell it just recently. But yeah, I only used the white chew jelly. I used 5 of those. But yeah, it was actually an option. I don't know why you would use diamond for it. You'd have to be quite desperate, I think. What's this place? Who are you? We're going to ask, who are you? You were the one calling out to me. Me? Yeah, you're calling out to me. Obviously you've got enough self-confidence to call out to me while I'm minding my own business. So yes, if I make inquiries about who the fuck you are, after you're actually disturbing me in my business, I'm going to expect a response. Preferably a timely one. Me? I'm Ivy. My name's Ivy. With really weird spelling. Because my parents are illiterate. Pleased to meet you, or no, wait, pleased to make your acquaintance? Anyway, nice to meet you. Did you need something? Yeah, about that illiteracy I was mentioning. What's this place? This is the general store, East Wind. We're open and we are peppy. And also deeply unintelligent. We carry all sorts of goods, from the freshest produce to my father's handmade arrows. Okay, we have lots of things in stock, so pop your head in there and take a look. Okay. Stop by again sometime. Yeah, speaking of making babies. What's going on with this guy? Oh, a customer. I didn't even hear you come in, sorry about that. I trust everything is as I left it. I think so, mate. So what, are we doing the traditional thing where we have to actually go to a product? Yeah, we're doing the traditional Zelda thing. You actually go to a product in order to purchase it. So what have you got? You've got Hylian rice, bird egg, Endura shroom, hearty truffle. I don't want to buy that. Fresh milk. I'd like to know where you fucking acquired that fresh milk, my friend. I don't trust you. Bomb arrow. It's very expensive. 50 rupees per bomb arrow. That's dangerous. I consider your... the prices that you've attached to these items to be dangerous, quite frankly. Anyway. There's nothing in here that I'm really interested in, so... Hello, sir. Ah! You've got the look of a traveller. Is this your first time in Hateno village? I just arrived from Italy. I don't know why my ears are so pointy, though. Well, you're in luck, because you have a lifelong resident to show you around. Yes, please. Ah! I don't particularly want to listen to, I forgot his name now. Whoever voiced the fucking parrot from Aladdin. I don't particularly want to listen to that, but... Okay, let's get you a good old-fashioned dose of Hateno hospitality. The shop is in my daughter's capable hands these days, so I've got a lot of time on my hands. I thought it might be nice to do a good turn for the village. A good turn for the village where I was born and raised, so I volunteered as a tour guide. What? You're not exactly dressed as one? What do you mean a tour guide? I suppose he's going about his regular business, and then whenever he sees a traveller, he takes it upon himself to provide a tour of sorts. Stick with me and I'll show you around the best parts of this place. In fact, in just a minute, I'll show you something really special. I'm sorry, but it looked like you were running away from me. This is the general store, East Wind. They sell a lot of everyday goods and even some everyday greats. And now, on with the tour. I just want to watch you run again. Look at him go. He didn't go very far. That's enough tourist. That's enough touristry for the day. What? Maybe you'll be more awake then. What? As soon as the sun sets, you're like, oh, whatever I undertook to do voluntarily for this person is no longer relevant. I'm going to bed. Bye. It's like, hello? Whatever happened to the thing that was supposedly great that you were going to show me? He was going to show me something nice. Even if it was his willy, I would have preferred that to him just abruptly saying, well, that's it. That's the end of the tour. I'm going to bed. See you tomorrow. It's like, what? What kind of service is this? This is what you get when you don't fucking pay for anything. When you don't pay for it, you just have to take it on the chin. It's not like you have a right to complain. You didn't pay anything, so just fucking deal with it. I'm actually offended. I'm personally offended by what I've just had to witness and endure. I think that's going to conclude this recording. I thank you all for watching. This has been deeply pleasurable, as usual. And I will see you next time I'm recording something that you would like to watch. Bye-bye for now.